Good afternoon. This is the exciting part of every marriage or wedding ceremony. Yung makarinig tayo ng magandang message about the design of marriage. We will not talk about religion, what is sakit ulo natin. But we will talk about the marriage design according to its own author, God. We will talk about God's law on marriage. Then we will talk about the human laws on marriage. We will define marriage. Kasi marami hindi nakakaintindi ng marriage. Akala nila, pag nag-asawa lang, you are pleasing God. You are doing God a favor when you get married. No, it's not. Lalo na kapag nai-stress ng inyong pagsasama. So I will tell you the secret. Paano maging hindi stressful ang pag-asawa. I'll tell you a secret how to enjoy the perfect marriage. Do you believe in perfect marriage? Ha? Uy.
No.
Talaga? Wow. Mabuti naman kasi mga ibang weddings ko puro iling eh. Hindi pa tapos yung question ko, umiiling na eh. Anong advantage if you believe in perfect marriage? Anong advantage?
May center ng marriage. Si God.
Yes, not only that, you are enjoying the benefits of marriage. You will enjoy the benefits of marriage. Pinag-aralan na sa Amerika, ang bawat mag-asawang ginagawa ang tama, yumayaman. Pangalawa, humahaba ang buhay kaysa sa mga single. At may kondisyon, kapag ginagawa daw ang tama. Paano ba ginagawa yung tama sa marriage? Hindi lang yan, mami. Oo, hindi lang yan, mami. Sinusunod yung design ng marriage. Kasi ang marriage is a product, di ba? Produkto ng Diyos. Produkto ng desisyon natin. At dahil may naunang gumawa ng marriage sa atin, even before we were born, there are some laws existing na hindi natin invento, hindi control ng tao, hindi natin creation. No? Yung halimbawa, yung mga bagay na nararamdaman mo sa marriage, na hindi mo naman invento, yung bang tipong, bakit ka nagagalit pag di ka pinapansin ng asawa mo? That's a natural feeling. Bakit ka nagagalit kapag iniinsulto ka ng wife mo? That's a natural feeling. No? Bakit ka nagagalit kapag alis ng asawa mo na hindi nagpapaalam sa'yo? Sir. Bakit ka na nagagalit, ma'am, kapag yung husband, lalong hindi na nagpapaalam sa'yo? Di ba? At ang dami-dami niyang pera, tapos hindi kanya binibigyan. No? Unamain natin ngayon yung marriage kung bakit. Umpisa natin sa Genesis. Kasi wala pa naman ako nakitang tao na naging successful to tell the whole world na hindi invento ng Diyos ang marriage. Wala makapag-contest up to now. Marriage is really ordained of God. Creation talaga niya yan. So alamin natin ano ba nangyari sa Garden of Eden. Remember, garden means order. It's a Hebrew word which means order. Hindi siya parang ganito. No. It's a place very orderly. Eden means a spot on the earth na magkasama ang Diyos at tao. So if you combine that, marriage will work in the environment of God. So, tanongin natin yung Genesis. Ang lalaki ginawa sa alabok. Ang babae sa kinuha sa tadyang ng lalaki, di ba? Bakit kaya hindi ginawa ng Diyos ang babae sa lupa? Para daw pag nag-asawa ka, husbands, yan lumabas na babae sa katawan mo, ay baby mo yan. At lahat ng needs niya ay sagot mo. That's why pag pera nila, pera lang nila. At ang pera mo, pera din niya. Bakit? You feel something. Ano yun? You expect the man to provide for everything that you need. Diba, girl? Pangalawa, ang pakiramdam nila, lalo na ni AG, they always want to be pampered, to be protected, to be secured. Ganon ang feeling ng baby, di ba? How do we treat a baby? Hindi natin ginugutom, hindi natin hinahayaang lamukin, hindi natin hinahayaang umiyak. Di ba? Yun ang gusto nyo, di ba? Hindi kayo dapat pinaiiyak. Dapat lagi kayong protected, secured. Di ba, no, AG? That's how they feel. Kaya kailangan maintindihan nyo na kayo ay baby ng bawat lalaki. Nag-asawa ka eh. You will never feel that kung hindi ka naman nag-asawa. And that is natural design sa atin. Genesis 3:17. Para malinaw ang usapan, hindi na tayo manghuhula. Sabi ng Diyos sa babae, He will rule over you. Kasi ang daming ko-confuse dyan eh. Sino ba ang pundasyon sa marriage? Both, husband and wife. Hindi. When God started everything, nandun lang, iisa lang, yung male lang yung nandun sa Garden of Eden. Doon nagsimula. Kaya sa aming pag-aaral for so many years, ako mismo, I studied marriage for over 30 years na. And I'm practicing it also. Hindi ako single. So I speak by authority here. Naka-create pa ako ng book dahil sa discovery ko eh. Sa revelation na natuklasan ko about marriage. Sabi pa doon, ang mundo ginugulo tayo eh. Di ba? Pinasok yung equality. Pag dinala mo yung equality sa bahay mo, pakikipag-compete ka lagi sa husband mo. And your husband will never like it. Hindi ka pwede makapag-compete sa husband mo. Okay? Huwag mong pakita sa husband mo na you are smarter than him. Huwag mong pakita sa husband mo na mas matalino ka at well-educated ka than your husband. Magagalit yan. Ruler nga eh. The problem starts kapag hindi ka nag-take over as a ruler. Magte-take over sila to lead the family. Because they also have the capacity to be a leader. Pwede maging presidente ng kumpanya, ng bansa. They are smarter also than everyone else. So pag nag-asawa ka, hindi ka nag-take the lead because yun ang utos ng Diyos to lead the family, they will take over. You will never like it. Patatakbuhin nila pamilya ninyo. Sila magdidesisyon. You will never like it. Hindi ka matutuwa. Sooner or later, baka tanungin mo na yung asawa mo, teka muna, ba't ikaw lagi nasusunod ako, husband dito? Di ba? Yan yung mga natural feeling na hindi nyo makontrol. Because it's God's design. Yan ang template ng ating katawan. The moment nag-asawa tayo. So what else? Ang greatest need daw ng lalaki, discovered by science, is respect. How to give respect to your husband. Hindi mo siya iniinsulto. Hindi mo siya sinisigawan. Hindi mo siya sinesermonan. Hindi mo sinasabihan malaki ang sahod mo kaysa sa kanya. Etc. etc. Sabihan mo sa kanila, laki ng sahod ko sa iyo eh. Ikaw nga eh, paiga-iga ka lang. Ganunin mo yan. Tinaw mo matuwa sa iya. Hindi ka kakausapin yan. Because they deserve respect. That's how they spell love. Di ba love yung namamagitan sa inyo? Oh. The husband spells love as R-E-S-P-E-C-T. The wife spells love as A-F-F-E-C-T-I-O-N. Affection. Di ba ang baby, lagi natin kinakadil? Lagi natin nina-hugs? So, the moment you stop hugging your wife, iisipin niya may iba ka na. Kaya hindi tinitigil ang pag-hugs sa wife. Ha, iyan? Scientifically discovered, they need it every day. Scientifically discovered din, husbands need respect every day. At ang sabi pa, kung kailan daw hindi niya deserve i-respect, kung kailan daw, ayon sa pag-aaral ha, kung kailan daw hindi niya deserve respect dahil galit na galit ka, yun yung oras na kailangan para ibigay yung respect. Parang love the unlovable. Wala kang choice, kundi irespeto siya. Yung bang sa oras na mainit ulo niya, hindi mo sasabayan. No? Kaya ang posisyon ng mag-asawa dapat lagi back to back eh. Kasi ito lang likod natin, yung pinaka-unprotected. So pag back to back kayo, kikita nyo lahat ng direksyon yung problema. Iikot kayo. Hindi yung face to face. blaming each other all the time pag may problema. Pag nai-stress na, kasi face-to-face kayo tumingin sa isa't isa, kaya you're blaming each other. Subukan niyo mag-back-to-back at tingnan niyo yung bawat problema darating and fight as one. Ang sarap ng feeling. Try niyo minsan, pag may time. Baka di niyo pa nagagawa yun. Yung bang magkasama kayong lalabanan yung problem. Not just, ikaw gumawa ng problema na yan eh. Bahala ka, sagutin mo yan. No? Not like that. Because marriage is a gem. Gem means two precious stones na pinag-iisa. Di ba? Pinag-iisa. Two precious stones. Para maging pure na gem kayo, kailangan dumaan sa init, sa pressure, sa lahat ng pagsubok, challenges. Kaya pag sumuko ka, you can never become one. Give up kayo agad. And mataas ang statistics ng broken marriages sa first 5 years. Kaya Ian, remember yung counseling natin? First 5 years, you have to discover your purpose, why you are living on earth. Hahanapin yan ni AG for the first 5 years. Papasukin talaga kayo ng challenge because it's naturally designed. At sabi pa ni Albert Einstein, marriage is a risk. But it's a great and enjoyable risk. Sabi niya, may conditions na binigay. If you have the same spirit. Naintindihan ko bigla. Kasi pag mag-asawa na, di ba, isang katawan na lang. And one body requires just one spirit. Naisip niya yun? Hindi pwede magkaiba kayo ng gusto sa buhay. Hindi pwede may sarili kang goal, may sarili ka ring goal. Hindi ubra. Hindi kayo magtatagal. Kaya gusto niyo magtagal kayo, iisa lang kayo dapat ng lipad. Iisa lang kayo ng mithiin. Iisa lang ang gusto niyo sa buhay. Iisa lang ang desire ninyo sa buhay. Iisa lang ang destiny. This is my goal. Okay. Kailangan may goal ka. Pag wala, hindi niya alam kung saan siya magsasubmit. Don't expect a woman to submit to you kung wala ka namang goal. Saan tayo pupunta? Diba? Kaya yung pag-submit, hindi yan paglalaba, pagtimpla ng kape, pagsunod sa lahat ng utos ng lalaki. Hindi. It's about submission to the goal of the husband. Kaya lagi ko sinasabi sa lahat ng kausap kong mag-aasawa, pag problema ang marriage, it is always the man to be blamed. It is always the man to be blamed. Bakit? Sa'yo nagsimula ang marriage eh. Magkakaasawa ba si AG kung di mo siya inalok? Di ba? Nananahimik siya eh. Inalok mo ng marriage. And I'm sure hindi lang love. Love kita, pakasalan mo ako. Hindi lang yun. Di ba? Meron kang package na binigay. Anong package yun? Di kita papaiyakin. Di kita gugutumin. I will give you a good life. I'll give you a better life. Di ba no, AG? Kasi pag wala nun, mapayag pa kayo? Ha? Hindi. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng mayaman lang, okay na eh. Or pogi lang, okay na eh. Di ba? Hindi ubra, no, girl? There must be a goal. Okay? So that's marriage. Now, to continuously enjoy perfect marriage, align yourself to the design of the product. That's the time you will really live a stress-free life. No? At least very good. Naintindihan yung perfect marriage. Because perfect means alignment. Alignment to the design of the product. Kaya if you talk to your husband, if you talk to your spouse, na ayon sa sinasabi ng Bible, ayon sa sinasabi ng Diyos, you will enjoy stress-free life. Hindi mo iniinsulto yung husband mo. Hindi mo sinisermonan yung husband mo. Kundi binibuild up mo pa siya palagi. O di lalo ka mamahalin yan. Diba? O ikaw naman husband, the more you give affection to your wife, the more na irerespeto ka niya. Kaya wala kayong space in between because nasusupply yung needs ng isa't isa. Nagets niyo? Walang division. Because yung division na yan, kapag hindi nasusupply yung needs ng isa't isa, yung division na yan, gusto yan ng mga salisigang. People na interesado sa'yo. Na pag nakitang troubled marriage ka, bibigyan ka ng atensyon. Kasi yung attention mo, na deserve mo, hindi mo makuha sa bahay. Okay? So be careful with that. So I hope marami na ako nasabi about marriage. No? Finally, sabi ni Apostle Paul, husbands, love your wives. Oh, look at the requirement. Love your wives. Hindi siya noun. It's a verb. You have to do something. No? And do not be harsh to them. And scientifically discovered, they were created to be emotional. Kaya hindi ka pwede magsalita ng harsh words sa babae. Yung bang kahit magluto yan, tapos sabihin mo maalat, harsh sa kanila yun. Di ba naman? Harsh sa inyo, di ba? Di na magluluto uli yan. Unang reaction mo, maalat. Harsh. So what's the secret? Learn how to communicate to your wife indirectly. Hindi mo pwedeng i-insist eh. Totoo naman eh. Hindi mo pwedeng i-insist. Hindi nga eh. Bawal nga eh. We cannot negotiate with God's law. Susunod ka lang talaga. They are emotional. So keep it very soft. May isang engineer sabi, bilis ng isip, honey, nag-sale ba yung asin ngayon? Tawa na tawa yung audience. Nag-sale. Di ba? Hindi siya masakit. Hindi siya direct. Di ba? Mami? Hindi direkta. Kahit na tumubaya, pag sinabi mo mataba, bawal din. Bawal din. Bawal. Anything harsh, bawal. So, our role is to study it. How to communicate with the wife na hindi direkta. Kahit pa sabihin mo totoo. Okay? So, thank you for your attentive listening. Sa mga mag-aasawa dyan, baunin nyo na yan para hindi may stress yung inyong marriage. Maraming salamat po. Congratulations. So since we don't have any symbols, we will proceed to the formal blessing. Ian and AG, please stand here again, face to face. Bababa lang muna yun.
Ulitin natin yung shot natin kanina.
Ian and AG, these are the hands of your best friend. Pwede bang may music ng konti? Instrumental. Instrumental lang, soft. Thank you. Ian, Joshua, and AG Rose, these are the hands of your best friend. Young and strong and vibrant with love, that is holding yours on your wedding day, as he or she promises to love you all the days of his or her life. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future, as you laugh and cry, as you share your innermost secrets and dreams. These are the hands that will work long hours for you and your new family. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years for a lifetime of happiness. These are the hands that will countless time wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will hold each child in tender love, soothing them through illness and hurt, supporting and encouraging them along the way, and knowing when it is time to let go. These are the hands that will hold you tight as you struggle through difficult times. And these are the hands that will comfort you when you are sick, or console you when you are grieving. Let's have a prayer all together. Please stand.
Almighty God, bless these hands you see before you today. May they be always be held by one another. Give them the strength to hold on during the storms of stress and the dark of disillusionment. Keep them tender and gentle as they nurture each other in their wondrous love. Help these hands to continue building a relationship rich in caring and devoted and enriching for your perfection. May Ian Joshua and E.G. Rose See therefore hands as healer and protector, shelter and guide. Amen. And now, Ian Joshua and E.G. Rose, by the power vested in me by the Republic of the Philippines, and now pronounce you husband and wife. Okay. Ian, may you kiss your bride.
Bawal ang
Wife.
smack. Wait lang, bawal ang smack. Bawal ang smack, ha? Okay, longer. Go on. Nakunan ba, sir? Nakunan? Hindi na masyado nakunan. One more. Inhale. Congratulations, Ian Joshua and A.G. Rose, our newlyweds. You may now take your seat. Thank you, beloved guests. We shall now proceed to the signing of the marriage certificate to be recorded with the state or to our government.